The second we rushed through the door, half a dozen of the crow-faced pharmacy techs loitered about the room, waiting in ambush. Towering above them was a rail-thin figure wearing a long black cassock beneath a tattered lab coat, with a bandolier studded with colorful glass orbs which ran from shoulder to hip. Cold black eyes regarded me and Croc through steampunk-like goggles inset into a black leather plague doctor mask with a cruel raven's beak.
Fuck you, that makes it a verb.
Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
I was right, you are wrong.
Anyways, that's what's going on.
All my friends are dead and they don't like me anymore. They've moved along, they've changed, and now they find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead.
The eldritch horror was 8 feet tall and vaguely man-shaped, though it wasn't human even in the most liberal sense of the word. An extra pair of arms jutted out from its muscled torso, and its whole body was bloody red and sinewy, as if the creature had been crudely flayed alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise literate people, I'm book reviewer and otherwise party pooping son of a bitch, internet personality Milk Content, and goddamn it, Donut, fucking Dungeon Crawler Carl Sucks Shit. I mean, this is 10minutedailyvideo.net, your place for 10minutedailyvideo.net. Dungeon Crawler Carl Sucks Shit and Discount Dan's backrooms bullshit fuck off, crap off is just, what is it? If you rip off something that already kind of sucks ass, but you do everything wrong and learn all the wrong lessons, what does that make you? Does that make you a fucking hack fraud or what? Hi, this is 10minutedailyvideo.net, your place for 10minutedailyvideo.net. And this is one of those nasty, mean reviews that I generally don't do. I don't like Discount Dan. I don't like this fucking book at all. I thought I was getting tired of this shit with fucking Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I see what a blessing it is when Dinneman drops all of the goddamn pretenses of all of the crap. He just wants to write a superhero comic, and I kind of appreciate it. It's not very good. It's not very interesting. Like, Carl's most deep moments are like, man is sad about lonely ghost dog, or like, fucking woman laments not having baby, or like, old woman with dementia is young woman with brains again. These are all tropes and ideas that have happened a million bajillion fucking times before now, and Dinneman writes them fine to okay. He gets like so much mileage out of the fact that he wrote a decent, interesting character in Princess Donut.
Was still decidedly a cat, except for the talking part.
First off, Carl, my name is GCBWRNW Princess Donut, the Queen and Chonk, and I'm going to have to insist you call me by my proper title. I will accept just Princess or even Princess Donut, but not if we are in the presence of high company.
And Carl sucks. I don't like Carl generally. I think Carl's kind of a short-sighted moron, and blowing things up constantly is boring. I don't like the books. I think some internet guy.
Whither seriousness, whither complexity, whither subtlety.
Some very intelligent seeming internet personality told me erroneously.
Dinneman was firing on all cylinders here. He was firing on cylinders I didn't even know existed.
That this is like some kind of like buddy comedy somehow.
Yes, it's a dude and a cat trying to save the Earth via a real-life video game, but it is basically Lethal Weapon. It's a buddy cop movie.
Guy, it's not very good. At best, Dungeon Crawler Carl barely hits character beats that its aping has done better. I'll probably read the last 2 books. I've read all the books so far. Do I expect it to get good? No. And I'm getting really sick and tired of this exchange. This exchange where one character says, okay, hey, Melf, how about we do this? Melf, hello, it's me, Melfeasance. That's not a name. All right, we got all the pleasantries out of the way. It's nice to see you too. Haha. What we're doing? All right, so I've been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, and we're going to do the Dungeon Crawler Carl actually yes, actually yeah explanation. Are you ready? Okay. Did you know that, I have to ask a question, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so if I've got this straight, if I'm a sock, then my opinion doesn't matter? Actually, yes, it doesn't matter. Okay, thank you. Bye. My point is like, they'll do this long diatribe. I'll be like, so if I wear this cloak of dipshittery and it gives me a plus fucking to my fartering around ability, if I do that in conjunction with the inventory space being infinite, that should mean that I could like use this negative effect as a positive and fly. And then Mordecai or some other dipshit moron will be like, actually, yes. It happens like a dozen times from books like 3 to the end. Like book 1 is just Carl going, what the hell? Ugh, weird. Like over and over and over. It gets really tiresome. Like, he explains things that everyone is boiled down to catchphrases. Apparently, Jax was right.
We all just became archetypes.
We all boil down to archetypes, right, Dungeon Crawler Carl?
God damn it, Donut.
So, that's a scathing indictment of that. Discount Dan is so much fucking worse.
Was starting to suspect that I couldn't actually gain those levels until I fully integrated with the virus upgrade interface. The concentrated bleach ate through bronzed skin and bulky muscles like a ravenous pack of piranha. Piranha.
'Cause I'm the funny one.
Which was bad news for me, since Bleach Blaze was the only offensive spell I had in my arsenal. I shuddered in revulsion. The unholy monstrosity before me reminded me of a furry. My one true fear in the whole world.
I at least have the self-awareness to choose who I am.
I knew I needed to put a stop to that quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
But at the very least, I've yet to heard anyone say that in that exchange. Somebody actually does what I was hoping somebody would do, is like crack a thesaurus and be like, that's right, bingo, bingo bango, boingo boingo, oingo boingo. You got it right. I think the stupid fucking loser dog says you got it in one. I think that's, which is the same as saying actually yes. Okay. So, Discount Dan's is an audiobook, and from now on, we have to assume that everyone has been ingesting Dungeon Crawler Carl as an audiobook. If you haven't been, I pity your eyes, because like reading this tripe is one thing. Passively listening to it while you're like moving or like making coffee or editing or whatever job you have that you need some kind of background noise for is acceptable. And the guy reading it is legitimately a very talented voice actor.
It's quite rude to talk about me as if I'm not in the room. And if you must know, Carl, for me, I hear your speech as it should be heard.
The guy reading Discount Dan is no Jeff Hayes. We'll just say that. The guy is desperate to be him. He pronounces words weird, like glass. I cannot emphasize how much and how important Princess Donut is to why Dungeon Crawler Carl it matters or makes any sense at all.
God damn it, Donut.
And even she gets tired and annoying and repetitive and boring. Like, obviously, Donut and Carl are never dying. Like, what are we doing? Kill one of those two. Hey, make a Hendersonian out of one of these fuckers. Hendersonians?
Again.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the company you depend upon for all of your greatest needs, Heart Life. These stories are true dramatizations from our fair city's glorious history. So listen and remember, Heart Life, all the life you'll ever need.
Huh? How about that for a deep cut reference? You know what's better than Dungeon Crawler Carl that has just as much production put into it? Our Fair City. Yeah, listen to Our Fair City. Fuck this stupid... In fact, I'm going to go back. I'm going to listen to that some more. Criminy. I'm going to listen to that a second time. Anyway, Princess Donut adds so much to Dungeon Crawler Carl, it's absurd. It's the only reason the books work in any way. And Dan knows not that. Dan did not figure that out. He figures making some kind of alien rubber shape-changing dog, the donut and the Mordecai all in one. He thinks he's doing story efficiency by having a character that can explain everything to the main character and is also a cute animal that you can put on fucking t-shirts and whatever. What's interesting, and this is to Dinneman's massive credit, is that Donut and Carl are reacting to things from two different perspectives at the same time.
It's a buddy cop movie.
Do they generally have the same fucking thoughts constantly because Dinneman is not very good at thinking outside of his head? Yes. But at the very least, it's more than what's going on with Dan and the fucking dog. The dog is a capable killer and is somehow only less than level 10 and has been helping these other delvers, not crawlers, delvers, like 300 of them. He can't level past 10 and he gets them all killed. And now he's somehow competent. It wasn't that he was an incompetent boob that got everyone killed, as everyone suspect. No, it was they just habitually didn't listen to the talking rubber dog that can change into anything, who gives out, frankly, stupid person advice that they for some reason don't take, and we're supposed to believe it's because he's a robot, he's a rubber dog, and they don't take him seriously because he sounds like a Kiwi. Fuck this book. And yes, I'm aware that everything I just said is very Watsonian. I'm looking at it in a very Watsonian framework and not a Doyleistic framework. But these books are supposed to be like what you'd do in a role-playing game if you had access to the shit. And Dan is just more interested in the story is more interested in telling you stats than it is making you care about any of these characters. Once again, to Dinneman's credit, the characters are interesting enough that you care about them, even if Dinneman is doing the same thing, with endless stat conversations and spell descriptions, and God knows, and if I have the crown of the sepsis whore, then, I have things committed to memory. You're outing yourself as a fan. No, I am not. Go fuck yourself. Interesting here, I'm talking to myself, and I have all these puppets that literally just sound like me that could talk to me during this, but I've decided to talk to myself like a crazy person to illustrate how frustrating this book is. Long story longer, you can tell I'm frustrated with something when I fall directly into Watsonian analytics and completely forget about the Doyleistic, obvious, this guy's grifting. He's just ripping off Dungeon Crawler Carl. He thought, I can write that. I can write it slightly more manly, where my guy's a Marine and not just a Coast Guard dude. And my guy was drunk, and my guy loves Jesus.
Or what in heaven above was happening?
Very good writing. Fuck, Discount Dan. I hate this tripe. I am the last person to really get on somebody for copying. Discount Dan is more than copying. Taking a like idea, doing an homage, doing a pastiche, all of those things are fucking acceptable. Discount Dan is the most hollow, naked, obvious cash grab on what's gonna be like Dungeon Crawler Carl runoff that I've ever seen in my life. I'll give him this much credit, this piece of shit that's wrote these fucking lame ass books that I will probably not even get through the first one. I'll give him this much credit. He sees that there is going to be a desire for people to have more lit RPGs that read similarly to Dungeon Crawler Carl over lit RPGs that read more like a high fantasy 1970s style novel. Ergo, I respect the hustle, I guess. But boy, this is the most creatively bankrupt bullshit I've ever read. If you want to read something good that's interesting, I Will Kill Your Imaginary Friend for $200 is already an amazingly better time than Discount Dan's. It's about the same length. You can get both on Audible. The gal reading I'll Kill Your Imaginary Friend does a pretty good job with the other voices. But you know what? I don't actually need someone to be flawlessly doing different genders and voices for me to be engaged with the book. I've also been listening to fucking Steinbeck, okay? So just to make sure that I'm not gone completely insane. And guess what? The Grapes of Wrath is an incredible book and you should read it. That turtle metaphor is huge. All right. Hey, I gotta go. Literacy is down in this country. Go read a book, but not fucking Dungeon Crawler Carl or Discount Dipshit Dan's dumb fucking copyright infringing crap sack. Fuck. All right, we got more positive things in the future. We're gonna watch mostly positive things. Mostly, I hate doing these negative things. And no one's even gonna watch this stupid fucking video. Oh, fuck, it's worse than all that. I just realized what Discount Dan is. Discount Dan is Star Wars Angry Birds. When Star Wars Angry Birds came out, I wrote a joke, and the joke was this. I'm playing Star Wars Angry Birds because it's one thing I've heard of combined with another thing I've heard of. It's Backrooms plus Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's two, like, things that are about to be widely popular with a bunch of people mixed together without any thought or consideration for either. It's a lit RPG in the Backrooms. Fuck this fucking book!